Check 1 2 1 2. This is Easily Offended Podcast, motherfucking episode 80. The 80, the big 80.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We definitely back in the building, man. I want to thank everybody for checking out the last 2 episodes. Appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest in the building. I gotta find the right the sound for him, because it's major when you have somebody that you've been cool with for so long that has came through the industry on this shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Nigga got Grammys in this bitch. What that nigga? The kids say we got Grammys.
You know what I'm saying? Got Grammys in this bitch. Yeah. I mean, I've been knowing this brother since '98. You know what I'm saying? We used to dress y'all niggas. Y'all used to come in the Plaza. Y'all used to be like, man, get us fly. You know what I'm saying? I had the Lady Lark. My man's he had the big boy. He had the big boy. You dig? When I first got into the Lark, this is the nigga that trained me at Forest City. My first 2 weeks there. So I've been knowing this nigga since my late 18, early 20s. You know what I'm saying? We worked together. We smoked together. We vibe. We listen to music together. We've actually worked together in a couple of events in the city. You know what I'm saying? I got to get up to my nigga. GLC is definitely in the building. I'm going to do my own clap, goddamn.
Yeah, we going to do like drink chips.
I'm going to do my own clap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, everything he said is non-fiction, too. He was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I remember when he was talking about folding those jeans up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
On the Ye records. Oh, we was there.
True story.
A lot of special people came from the Plaza. You don't understand.
Yeah.
You got to understand the culture of everything. When it comes to culture and the as far as like fashion, you had to mention the Lark. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to River Oaks, was managing that.
Yeah.
Number 2 he was number 1 and number 2, going back and forth with 95th.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He had everybody coming out there. The man had appointments. You gotta understand. Y'all niggas don't understand how this shit work. You understand? Like we had inboxes, bro. We had names, sizes, favorite brands. We'll hit your ass up every week. Yo, I got that shipment in. Come holler at me.
Yeah. Because of hustlers like him, man, we did the highest dollar amount per square foot in the whole United States.
Oh shit!
Right at Evergreen Plaza at the Lark.
Banking, nigga.
Yeah.
$30,000 Saturdays. Ain't even 3 p.m. yet.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, on any given Sunday, man, you down in the basement, you count over between 50 and 100 plus in cash.
Yeah, I believe that shit.
Yeah, it was going like that.
Yeah, especially on the weekends, nigga. All the motherfucking dope boys used to come in that bitch trying to get a new Pelly.
My man's had appointments when I tell you.
Yeah.
When I tell you, hey, Lynn, I'm finna go to lunch. Nah, I got a 1 o'clock. I got a 1 o'clock coming in. Such and such from 63rd finna come in. He need this meat.
Hey, you know what's so crazy, man? Listen, I had a lot of friends that went to college, right? I was doing some college. And when I left college, you know what I'm saying, I took on a couple of jobs and, you know, I was hustling. I got at the Lark and I figured out, man, I this is a business. I gotta work it like it's a business, but I gotta work it like it's my business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Even though it was somebody else's business,
right,
I had to handle my business there. So at that time, it was my business, and that's just what I was on with it. So with that being said, I was making more money in a mall aside from my side hustles than what my friends was making coming home from college with degrees.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. You was too.
Yeah. I was making $1,400 a pay period.
Man, he was doing good for
himself.
And back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
back then
was a while back too.
Was lit, and especially when the commissions kick in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's just
you could fuck around and do with the commission and what you get. Man, you could do some crazy numbers.
Yeah. What I remember most is y'all niggas used to always be getting into the exclusive parties and shit.
Yeah.
And the women, they used to be coming up in out of that motherfucker, Joe.
The women that used to work there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They was the coldest in the city. Hands down.
Hands down, bro.
You say so?
Yeah, hands down.
The
Plaza had. I don't think we had one ugly girl on there.
Absolutely not. I don't remember.
It was like. It was. We was Hooters before Hooters. We was sexist.
Right. Yeah.
Like it was outstanding, man, because it made a very sound work environment, and then for brothers like me that didn't finish college, it was like college because you really learn how to network and learn people skills.
Absolutely.
And then like if you would venture off into the streets from time to time, going to these different parties, man, you knew damn near every heavy from every organization.
Exactly.
So they all came through there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Send you bottles at the club.
Yeah, you look, listen, and learn being up in there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They see you in line. You in line? Man, hey, he with us, cuz. He with us. He rolling in with us.
For sure.
Man, like, and one thing I was talking to Rell about, like, it's the history of the Plaza, right?
Yeah.
A lot of famous people has came from the Plaza.
For sure.
You know, so you being one of them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You got Deray.
D-Ray. For sure. Yeah.
Leon Rogers.
For sure.
Because he was working at Foot Locker.
Right. We talked about that when
D-Ray was.
Yeah, when he was on
yeah.
he was on the pod. He was telling me about, like, we was talking about how I didn't even know that back then. You know what I'm saying? That he was manager or some shit like that up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really though.
Really
was
though.
up in there.
You said BJ
the Chicago Kid.
I hired BJ. I gave him his first job.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I brought BJ in there.
That's crazy.
I brought Really though in there. I gave him his first job.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I was bringing the guys in, like,
Yeah.
come on, because one of my heavies from my organization, I had came to him and I was like, look, man, my shit done dried up. I need some work. I'm trying to get on my feet. Can you point me in the right direction? He looked me in my eyes and he was like, man, no. And I'm a shorty.
Right.
But I'm like, man, come on, man. He was like, man, listen, you way too intelligent and you got a promising future. And you need to stick to doing that music. I ain't giving you shit. Like, I don't know what you talking about. I can't point you in no direction. None of that. And he told me, he was like, look, man, they done came for this organization. They done came from this organization and this organization. Who you think they coming for next? And I looked at him like, damn. Ain't nobody never broke it down to me like that.
Yeah.
He was like, man, you need to pay you some taxes. You need to get you a job.
That's real
and you
shit.
need to focus on your craft.
Yeah.
And, man, I hold that brother up to this day for that, man. His name was Ray Darren. He was an outstanding dude, man.
Yeah.
From my neighborhood.
That's what's up. Yeah, and I was like, when I got there, I mean, I didn't even know you. Really, I knew you, but from, like, the training.
Yeah.
But, like, just being there and, like, how y'all embraced.
For sure.
You know, because I was just like, I'm a kid, like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
I got a big time brother, but that's it. Like I'm fresh in the game. I don't know nothing about anything. I knew how to put together the outfits. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to.
Up.
You know what I'm saying? We was always G'd up every Saturday. We was G'd.
Wasn't no way around it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was always Coogie'd out, iceberged out, whatever was popping back then. We had it.
We had it first.
Yeah.
I remember the owner of the Lark. He used to see me and. Like, I be getting shit when it first came in. Right. And when it first come in, you only get 10%.
Yeah.
You don't get your full discount. And he was trying to figure out how was I getting these Pellies and these koozies and shit, like, when they first came in.
Right.
I was like, shit, you pay me good. But really, I was hustling.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, shit, we was just, man, we was young. Fashion was at the forefront, and streetwear, we the ones that kicked that shit off, didn't we?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you had your Tonys.
Right, you had Tony's and shit like
Shout
that.
out to Tony
Yeah,
Sports.
but on the south side, Joe, when you especially you talking about niggas getting them motherfucking them Pellies, them AVs, your Havana Joes.
At the time, you had us, you had Briars, and you had Tops and Bottoms.
Top Briars there used to
You
have
know
that
what
shit
I'm
on the
saying?
leathers.
We used to blow Briars out the water.
Oh yeah,
them niggas was right across the street from us and couldn't get nobody.
Yeah. That was the one that came in Evergreen Park, but they had one down, I think, on Roosevelt.
Yeah,
that was
the OG one. On Roosevelt, that was the OG.
Yeah,
one.
they was moving them $150s real early.
Yeah.
Man, so we gonna start right then and there, like, because you mentioned music.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Big homie told you, hey, get out here and do this music.
Oh yeah. I mean, he believed in me.
Walk us through that process, because you've been there, bro.
20 years in the game. Plus
20 years in the game.
Plus 20 years plus.
Man, shit.
Like
yeah. I was on the radio in high school. Like, we was on WHBK rapping, freestyling.
WHBK.
Yeah.
Was this with the Go-Getter days? Or
This was the Go-Getter days. This was the outfit days. This before we was the Go-Getters. We was the outfit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then we found out it was another group called the Outfit or the Outfitters. And due to
the Outfitters.
To the fact that they had the name first, just out of respect, you know what I'm saying, we stood down. And John Monopoly came with it, like, man, y'all some go-getters. I was young. I had a full-time 50-hour-a-week job. I had a Cadillac Sedan DeVille.
White.
I was hustling. No, that was the 9.8. I had the white 9.8.
Okay.
I had the plum Cadillac Sedan. You know, but I did
have multiple Cadillacs.
Oh, man, yeah. We weren't playing. You know, we was young. We was getting to it. We was ambitious. But I was like, man, y'all some go-getters. And that became my name. We was the go-getters. So we was on WHBK. Then Pink House, rest in peace to the legendary Pink House. Man, we did this song called Street Love. It was Kanye had sampled Anita Baker. Well, Ye had sampled Anita Baker. And man, we rapped over that sample, and Pink House was playing us on the radio, man, up until his untimely demise. You know
man, that's dope. Yeah.
But then when the Go Getter thing kicked off, yo brother, he was very instrumental.
Yep. I remember that.
Your brother, DJ Von Woods, that's V-Dub, Mustafa Rocks, Timbuktu, Twilight Tone. Man, I don't want to miss nobody.
Everybody embraced y'all.
It was all the coldest DJs in the city at the time that was really embracing us, man. And it was, like, shocking because we had been rapping since we were shorties. Like, I was winning talent shows in grammar school and at the Park District and shit. So I thought I could really rap, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I didn't have was a producer. I didn't have nobody to make my beats. I was rapping over other rappers' beats. And then my man Deray, Andre Frazier, he came to the hood one time and he had this thick ass part in his head and everybody was trying to roast him like looked like Moses had parted his head instead of the Red Sea. They was roasting him, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, it ain't that bad, G, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, brush your shit over to the side, son. Try to get him to do a comb over, like, real early.
Try to do a George Costanza.
Yeah, but the texture of his hair wasn't comb over ready, you know what I'm saying? So I say, man, G, but who fucked your shit up like that? He was like, man, my man Kanye, man, he cut my hair, man. And it wasn't really that bad. It was a nice line and everything was good. It was a step, you know. Back then, you would have one side higher than another one. The part was kind of thick. And then he was like, man, but my man did this, man, and you need to meet him. I said, I need to meet him. I was like, gee, I cut my own hair. You know what I'm saying? he was like, no, he make beats. And this nigga rap, and he raw. I was 15.
Okay.
And my man was a year older than me. He was 16.
Okay.
And Kanye was 15 going on 16. And one day we got on the bus, the 87th Street bus. This before we had cars. We were shorties, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got on the 87th Street bus, took it to 87 and Weston. And then we took Weston to 119th. Then we went down the hill because we in Blue Island now. We
on Longwood. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. Longwood. That's the street we went on.
Yeah.
And that's where Kanye lived, on 119th and Longwood, when I met him back in 93.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
That's where he was at. Went in there, this dude had all these records. He had African art on the wall. He had, like, man, he was really into girls. Like, he had all these, like, magazines and stuff, like beautiful women in it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He had all the booty talks.
He had them all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna deny. He had them all. So we had things in common. And then he really liked basketball. Like, he was hooping and shit. So it was like, damn, it was instant camaraderie right off back. And then he had some of the coldest beats I heard. Now, I was a fan of hip-hop since its inception, or since I came into the world, because hip-hop was here. But as far as, like, what I heard from, like, the local scene at the time, even when he was a shorty, he had it. He had something special. Yeah. I knew about Traxter. I knew about No ID. I knew about Direct and Triple Darkness. I knew about Toxic and KX. I knew about a handful, and Bugs the Beast.
Yeah. Bugs, shout out to Bugs,
and
man.
Brian All Day Miller. I knew, like, some guys that really had it. My man Keezo Kane, who I met later. You know what I'm saying?
Keezo Kane.
Cousin Bang, he had some crazy beats. It was some guys that had some beats, man. But what Kanye was doing, bro, it was just something different. I knew it at 15. I was like, this dude is special. I had no experience.
Right.
How did I know this shit? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the only one that knew it. You know what I'm saying?
Because John Monopoly and Ferris produced y'all first mixtape.
Absolutely.
The Go Get Us mixtape.
The world records holders.
World records holders.
Yes, sir. Mike Love and the Diz, Faz Thomas. Man, they was just showing us love, G.
Man.
Yeah, it was love. We was shorties, G. We was like in our late teens.
You said we're 15 years old, man.
Well, from the age of 15 to early 20s is when we just was getting love. John Monopoly was our first manager. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, he was young as hell, throwing parties. John Monopoly probably like 2.5, 3 years older. Yeah. Man, this man was throwing parties.
Speaking of the mic.
This man was throwing parties at like churches in Hyde Park and things of that nature.
Yeah,
as a teenager.
On Blackstone.
Yeah. He had access, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, how is he doing this? You know what I'm saying? Right. So then as he became an adult and we was still in high school, when he was throwing parties at the Dragon Room, Biology Bar, and things of that nature.
We talk about it all the time.
We talked about them Dragon Room days.
The man was getting us in the parties.
Yeah, I remember the one night y'all had a party and I was too young to go.
Yeah.
I was like.
We probably was too, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, I was like, I want to say 19, 20 years old. I remember because I had left they had took me out of Lark and they moved me into Technique.
Yeah.
And I was in Technique, and I remember that night. I remember that fucking night. They was like, yeah, everybody going to the party. I'm like, man, is it a list? They're like, all the Lark people. We got like 20 people on the list, nigga. We good.
Yeah, we made sure the Lark was good.
But I'm only 20 years old, though. I don't know. They're like, man, just act like you supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find nobody to go with because none of my guys was 21.
Yeah, understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so I'm like,
yes,
and then I'm hit. He was like, man, bro, my car full. You know what I'm saying? I got the ladies with me.
I had a car full of women. Well, nothing I could do.
That's important.
They needed aid and assistance, and I was just there to be a gentleman.
This is the man that taught me at an early age. So, like, you know, in life you have people that drop gems on you, right? My dad gave me the first gem. It's like every girl you meet is not a girl you need to sleep with.
Right.
It's like, all right, cool.
True story.
I failed that a couple of times, but I learned the lesson. You know what I'm saying?
He kept getting chose. What was he gonna do? He kept getting chose.
You know what I'm saying? He kept getting chose. You feel me?
Yeah, we keep going. We can talk about that shit. Because like I said, I grew up with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we was getting it in for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Way back when. But
so
this nigga, he's a light skinned nigga with the pretty hair and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Them niggas was winning in the 90s, bro.
Outside,
you know what I'm saying?
But one night I was with I was trying to go somewhere. I was trying to go out. I'm like, GL, man. He like, man, I got the ladies with me. I'm like, oh man, I can get in the car though. I can fit somewhere. He's like, nah,
nigga trying to be like Bilal and shit.
I'm trying to be like Bilal. Like, he like, nah, bro. He like, and then the next day at work, I was like, man, how was last night? He was like, it was cracking. And he was like, yo, when you go out to the club, always bring the ladies.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? He like, you get more women when you go to the club with women
than you
do by yourself or with your guys.
Yeah, I learned
and I was like, word? He like, trust me. Trust me.
So you picked it up?
Oh, yeah, I picked that up.
Was it 100% approved?
It's 100%. Look, I always, at that time, it was, but taking that knowledge from my dad.
Yes, sir.
And then getting the knowledge from you.
Yeah.
Merged the two. So I was like, all right, she cold, but she this way, and I don't really fuck with her that way.
Yeah.
But that could be my road dog to go out with.
Absolutely.
And then she'd be like, I want to have this and that. And then I always kept women around if I wanted to go out.
Hey.
We ain't fucking around. We just going out.
Right,
but you gonna put me on to shorty over there. Like,
right.
Yeah, because there's something about feminine energy, man. It's a beautiful thing, and it calms people down. It makes everybody feel at peace and at ease.
Yeah.
You got beautiful women in your presence. They could be beautiful on the inside or on the outside or both. You know what I'm saying? It puts everybody at ease. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, the female anatomy, man, is just a beautiful thing. It's like beautiful art. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice to have
everybody
around.
likes to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then if they have some indulgent conversation to go along with it, man, it's just a beautiful evening.
yeah, man.
And women are natural multipliers.
Church.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put them in your circle, you have them around. Like good women that's really got your best interests at heart. They're gonna multiply anything you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a few solid homies to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That if I want to go out, I be like, yo. If my lady ain't trying to go out, I be like,
Yeah.
yo, you want to hit this spot?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
And this is always love, but it's just, well, you're right, that energy. And it's always good to get advice sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when we, you know, man, us guys, we get lost sometimes.
And we think differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's the same thing from both sides. It could be a reciprocal relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
because,
sir.
like, you can give them game and give them knowledge on situations that they have. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because they can't think like we think. We can't think like they think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So you need to have that balance. You got to have that energy. Right?
Man, you know what? When it comes to understanding women, I'm always going to be more selective of a woman's perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More so than asking a man about it.
Right.
Because women, they just be knowing. Like, I remember as a shorty when I was bad and I used to get in trouble, my mama, she always knew what I was doing. It's like, if I was getting into mischief or something,
it's just too quiet in there. What you doing?
I'm saying, even when I come home, she know. Or
Yeah.
like if something was going on with me, like at school, or if I was feeling sad about a girl or something, or if I just got into a fight, when I got home, my mama just knew. It was like, how do women just be knowing?
Bro.
That intuition that they got is something special, man.
Nigga, just the other day, I was on the phone with my OG, and I was having a little bit, it wasn't nothing too crazy. My energy was a little off.
Yeah.
And as soon as I say hello, she's like, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, mama, I'm good. And then we ain't had no conversation about it. She's like, anytime I'm a little bit off, my mama pick up on that shit immediately, bro.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's that mitochondrial DNA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
She
You know?
can feel it.
Yeah. I mean, I come from her.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So she feel like whenever, I'm talking about Joel. It's one of them things, man. Like, and women, that woman's intuition
Yes, sir.
is a real fucking thing because they are more in touch with that side, with that emotional side. They feel way more than we do.
The thing with us is, we come from a time where a whole combative relationship between male and female, that wasn't a thing.
Wasn't a thing.
That was a rarity. Like, if it was a guy that got into a women, that was just a rarity. And then the guys gonna holler at them, like, hey, you need to calm that shit down.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now it just ain't like people is against each other.
Yeah, the
men
whole,
and women. I can't be against women. I'm with women.
Yeah,
we need, you know what I'm saying? Well, we need each other, but like,
Hey, James Brown told us a long time ago, this is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing, not one little thing, without a woman or a girl. Church.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to move.
He said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The great James Brown, come on, man.
Yeah, and he knew all about that shit.
He was a great philosopher.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like, I mean, and you see that, and I don't know where we went wrong, where this shit happened, how it became like, and I honestly feel like it's more so like, I don't know, a lot of niggas is angry for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand why.
Yeah.
For a lot of times it seems like, man, for a lot of people that really have a hard time understanding women, being able to like really speak to women.
Yes, sir.
Like, so if they happen to get into the company of a woman, right, trying to date or whatever, and the shit don't go the way they think they should go, then all of a sudden something wrong with her, right, or something wrong with women in general.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, you may really just never learned those skills.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about the mall, bro, that was a proving ground back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you had to really go talk to a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We like most motherfuckers even back then, especially in the 90s, bro, niggas ain't had cell phones. Yeah. You had to write numbers down on a piece of paper. Yeah. Hope that shit was right. You know what I'm saying? Get home, call. Yeah. You call the phone. Her mama, her daddy might answer the phone. You gotta ask. You gotta ask for her by name.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It gotta be polite. How you doing, sir?
Exactly.
How you doing, ma'am?
You better speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had no choice, man. One thing that I learned, man, is in life in general, not just in dealing with women, a lot of times if you don't yield the results, it might not be them. It just might be your approach. You know, like, because if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to get something out of someone, or quid pro quo, like something for something in exchange, and you're yelling about it, or you're being forceful, or you're being super demanding, it just might not happen. Because the thing is, even if you're trying to motivate me to do something, trying to get me to do something righteous and positive, if you yelling at me, I might have trauma from yelling, from being yelled at. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I don't like being yelled at.
Facts.
So for you trying to get me to motivate me to do good, but you yelling and screaming, it might not work.
Right.
But if you learn how to convey your message in a peaceful manner, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In an intriguing and alluring manner, it's a good chance that you
I know
may
it's our
get the
first day,
result.
baby, but your energy's so great. You know what I'm saying?
And
It looks like you're getting hot, so that shirt just needs to come off because the heat is rising.
And that's the thing, bro. And you know what I'm saying?
Church.
And every at bat is not a home run, bro. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not.
Right.
Sometimes you get a single, sometimes you get a double, sometimes you strike out.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like that don't mean that like the pitcher is just like out to get you. You know what I'm saying? The
Not at
motherfucker doing his
all.
job. That's just what they supposed to do. Like,
Yeah.
Not at all, man. So you could play into the narrative that's set forth, the narrative that they done placed in front of you, or you can decide that you're gonna control your own narrative. You know, like if somebody try to get you off your square and you finna go there with them, man, you got to think about consequences of your acts, and that's a thing that a lot of people don't think about. That's why I think it's so much mayhem and destruction and mysticism and tyranny.
yeah. Well, you know what, man? Consequences.
Yeah.
So we live in this world now, where like through social media, it allows in the internet, it allows people to kind of like live in their own little fantasy world.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They can curate their own reality in a sense,
Yes, sir.
right? And they can have all these opinions and they can say all these things virtually
Yeah.
without real consequences.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas opposed to like, because you see the way people talk to each other on the internet, like,
Yeah.
bro, like back then there was no way that you could talk crazy to somebody and to somebody's face and motherfucker wouldn't come see you about that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't have this stuff now. So you got people that can just spout, say all this crazy shit, say all this wild shit,
Yeah.
and nothing ever really happens to them, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you get bolder and bolder and bolder, and all of a sudden, like, now you feel like you have this almost like complex where can't nobody do shit to you.
Yeah.
But you ain't never really putting yourself in a position to have anything done to you.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really kind of wild to see. And you see all these people, man, like niggas get on these podcast microphones, man, just get to saying all types of wild shit.
Wild shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I always look at it, bro, it's just like, it's kind of, a lot of times, man, it's easy to tell when a motherfucker wasn't really outside, so to speak.
Wasn't for that cloth.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
And
Yeah.
you know, and you kind of mad about it. You know, you got older, got you a little job, got you a little money, and now you think like the women are just supposed to flock to you, but you're just like, bro, the money, well, how much money you make, however successful you are, that shit can't unlame you.
Yeah.
It can't unlame you. And also, man, what we are witnessing is a huge lack of emotional intelligence.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a lot of people that are emotionally immature, and one of the reasons could be a lack of consequences of your actions. You know, and at the end of the day, I am in total control of my happiness and what takes precedence in my life, and nothing that nobody can do outside of me can disrupt my peace, because I got inner peace.
Right.
Now the thing is, because of my emotional intelligence and due to the fact that I do judge, I know that they say thou should not judge, but judgment is the ability to make a decision based upon factual information. And with that being said, I know that when I was growing up, I might have had some guys that might have just been known for being on bullshit.
Right.
And I know the look in their eyes when they finna be on this bullshit. Now,
know.
with me knowing that,
You already know.
I'm not finna get in the car. And then later on, I find out, damn, they was on bullshit.
Or they was a real OG, like, hey man, nah, not tonight, man. I got too much shit going
stay
on.
home.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I will holler next time. Let me move around.
Absolutely.
And that be shit, bro. Cause like my pops used to always tell me when I was a shorty, man, like, you can't fuck around people that ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because if they ain't got nothing to lose, they don't give a fuck about themselves. If they don't give a fuck about themselves, they damn sure don't give a fuck about you.
That's a true story. That's why I always try to aim to bring out the best out of anybody who I encounter, whether it's a male or a female. Anybody speak to me, anybody who has met me, anybody who has had a moment to embrace this ism, they always say that they left a better person than they was when they first came in my presence, because I got a lot of information. I've traveled all over the world. Yeah. I've experienced a lot. I've accomplished like things that people may not have accomplished in the whole lifetime.
Talk those numbers, man.
It's a lot of numbers, man.
400 features.
I got over 400 features, man. I've been on over 20 million records sold as a writer and a rapper. 6 different Grammy nominations, 2 wins, 2 Grammy certificates for writing and performing on 2 Grammy Award-winning albums. Wrote on the album that was nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys, you know what I'm saying? Started a youth program with my man David Peterson at the Ace of Philip Randolph Pullman Porter's Music.
Shout out to Lil Dave,
That's another brother I gotta get on him, man.
Yep. Helped open up the first open enrollment arts high school in the history of Chicago. It's right down the street, right over there. Okay. Walter H. Diet High School for the Arts. Yeah. I helped open that. I was the community liaison and the digital marketing specialist that took the enrollment from 20 students to a full enrollment with over 400 kids on the waiting list trying to get in.
Oh shit.
That's what I did. I did that with Beulah McLeod. She was the principal, and now that is a level 1 neighborhood school. They just won a first state basketball championship, and you know they are world renowned for the things that's taking place over there. When the kids graduate, they got a whole semester of college under their belt, graduating from a Chicago public school.
That's dope.
Right. That's dope as fuck.
I helped keep Chicago State University open, working with my brother, the late great Kwesi Ronald Harris.
R.I.P. Kwesi, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
R.I.P. Kwesi.
Yeah, in 6 years, man, he took the black male graduation percentage from 7% to 25%, with the highest black male student retention rate in the whole state of Illinois, right at Chicago State.
Oh shit.
Right down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are historic things I've been a part of outside of
the music shit. That's when you, let's go back to the the Lark. You get, you know what I'm saying, we doing our thing there. You starting the music.
Yes, sir.
You meet Ye.
Yeah.
Y'all jam.
For sure.
Go Getters, John Monopoly come in. Ferris comes in, make the first mixtape.
Don C, Happy.
Yeah. All them. Shout out to all the brothers out there. After that move, what was the next step, and how did you grasp that? Because I just remember you saying like, "Yo, I'm out," and I was like, "You out?" You was like, "Yeah, man."
All right, so
I'm out. Like I'm finna go. So we finna go see what this shit about. Like we finna go to New York. We finna be LA. We finna, like, that feeling of grinding for so long, and now you like.
So, and let me just an addendum to that. Like, how did you know it was time to go? Yeah. Like, what was that moment? Be like, all right, you know what? We really finna do this shit. Like, what was that moment where you knew?
All right, so first off, I want to shout out my family, because like when I was a shorty, whenever I had my little talent shows and shit, they would always come. Yeah. And they'd be like yelling and shit. Like my mother, my brothers, my sisters, you know what I'm saying? They would be holding me up. My father would have been there, but he had passed like when I was 8 months, you know what I'm saying? Then I lost my mama when I was 12. But my siblings and my aunties and uncles and cousins and just, man, I had a hell of a family, man. You know what I'm saying? That showed me a lot of love. And then my street family outside, my family that I formed outside, that was a hell of a family too. Right. So I had got a lot of support. Yeah. Then when I met Kanye, I was in the group with my man that introduced me to him. Right. Kanye told me, he was like, man, G, you is cold. Like, man, you need to go solo. I'm 16, 15, 16, this man telling me to go solo. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I had people that poured into me. They believed in me. That's why I say, man, if you can pour into people, just give them a compliment, man. You never know what a compliment can do. If you see a little bit of greatness in somebody, man, geek them up.
That encouragement goes a long way. Just to have somebody know that they believe in you. You know what I'm saying? If it's just one person.
Especially if they never heard it.
Right.
And then if it's coming from somebody who they may view as accomplished. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, you could light a fire in somebody.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, I never had no fear of nobody passing me up or nobody doing better than me or none of that shit, because I look at we all win when we all in. You know what I'm saying? Right. The more of us doing good as a people, the better we all off are.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's just how I look at it. Because I feel like I'm in God's favor. You know what I'm saying? I died and came back when I was 14. I was diagnosed with diabetes. I went into a coma. I flatlined at Little Company and Mary Hospital.
No shit.
I checked out. My brothers and sisters were standing over me, man. I'm laying in a bed. They standing over me. The thing like beeping and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm on life support. Because they had flatline.
Right.
Now my brothers and sisters are there. I'm asleep. I'm out my body. I'm looking at my brothers and sisters and looking at me. And I'm looking over there in the corner and I'm saying, my mama died in the hospital like 2.5 years prior.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm over there looking like, damn, I see my mama. I see my brothers and sisters. They crying and shit looking at me. I had an opportunity to go with her. I went back with my siblings. So I could be here, and I'm still here. I'm a miracle.
Yeah.
I know that might sound crazy, but I really had an out-of-body experience.
No, it's not crazy at all, brother. It's not crazy at all.
Due to the fact that happened, man, any chance that I get to try to uplift somebody, man, because, like I say, a lack of emotional intelligence and all this anger, man, the only thing that can eliminate hate is love.
Absolutely.
Because hate and love is the same thing. It's an emotion.
Right.
It's the same thing. But see, the thing is, when hate is winning in the minds of the people, hate is up here and love is down here. We need to do more to bring the love up.
Yes,
and
sir.
let the hate fall off.
Yes, sir.
Because it's just an emotion. It's two ends of a spectrum.
Yeah, yin and yang.
That's how I look at it, man. So I show love.
Yeah.
And
For
with that family support and
Yeah.
supporting your talent shows.
Yeah.
And giving you that confidence.
Yeah.
And then having that around you and jetting out, that had to be a great feeling.
Well, that was a great feeling, but how I really knew it was time now, I just wanted to kick it off with the love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to let y'all know that part.
That love, yeah.
Now, there was another part. The other part was, I think it was a matter of some business not being the best business. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around when this business was being handled, but I was there to deal with it when it got mishandled. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
With that being said, there was a situation at a nightclub in Chicago some years ago. I encouraged my buddy to come home because of what had happened to the people at E2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, bro, this shit crazy. Like, I'm fucked up because at the time,
We knew people.
yeah,
A lot of people died in E2, bro.
yeah, a lot of family members or friends of mine and people that was there.
Right.
So I'm fucked up. I'm like empath, like a motherfucker, like damn, you know.
Right.
So I'm talking to him about it, and it touched him. He was in New York working, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got on the plane, and he was like, man, I'm coming home, man. I need to come to the benefit. He said he wanted to give money and like help the families and shit.
Right.
So when he come home to do that, it's at this club called Isaac Hayes, you know what I'm saying? It was on Clark Street, like downtown.
Yep.
And,
right across the street from 720.
He
Used to
know.
be 720.
He
Yeah.
remember. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Remember that?
This guy memory is impeccable.
I remember that.
Yeah. So
I remember those nights.
yeah, so I encouraged him to come home. I picked him up from the airport. We went, got up with some of the guys. We probably was about 8 to 10 deep. We go there, and it was a guy there and some guys that he was with. And back then, this was way before everybody had like extendos and all that, switches and all that. This wasn't going on back then, you know.
Nah, you saw somebody, I'm finna punch you. I'm finna run up on you.
Yeah. And you know, I love all the young brothers and sisters, man, but I just do not love genocide. That's not my thing. I'm not with, like, at one point, you know, it was the Klan and, you know, white supremacist groups that was, you know, against black people, hanging them from trees and things of that nature. My people, not just black people, my people. And with that being said, that shit was a horrible thing. It was genocide. And now we got it to the point where we, as a people, is doing what the Klan was doing to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indiscriminately, bro.
Yeah, and that ain't it.
Nah.
That's not it. It's way more power in love than in hatred, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's such everything in disarray, disorganization.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no rules.
Yeah.
And there's nobody to really enforce those rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if you try to continue to enforce the rules, they coming to get you for a RICO.
Exactly. Yeah, facts.
And all you trying to do is keep the structure in your community, but now they gonna say you racketeer influence of a criminal organization because you trying to keep the shorties in order.
Keeping them in line.
Not trying to have them out there against each other.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I learned working at the Lark was, man, when I worked there, that's when I was seeing all them heavies from different organizations coming in there shopping together.
Yeah.
I felt like, what the fuck was going on? Because
it was a lot of, you got Solid, the dude, he run the Solids over here. You got the Vice Lords in the back. You got the GDs up here. And it's just like,
they all in there kicking it.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sitting up here like, how's we at war outside? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
it was order.
Yeah, it
It
was
was order. It was something. If you got into it with another clique, you had to holler at your person and be like, "Yo, this is what it is."
For sure.
And he decide what goes forward.
Yeah.
If it's a lot of movement in the neighborhood where we're benefiting and profiting, I don't think this be a good situation for you to go over there and do that.
Absolutely.
So let me holler at my mans.
Absolutely.
Y'all gonna sit in this vacant lot.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna duke it out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, brothers form a circle.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It was,
and y'all go in there and y'all handle what y'all need to handle. And when we leave up out of here, you know what I'm saying? It's going to stay here.
Yeah, it was,
right?
yeah.
This is going to be settled, and that's going to be it. Ain't going to be
That's
no
it.
more after this.
Yeah, it was like that, man.
Yeah.
Now, like I was saying, man, love to the shorties, and man, y'all need to, in my opinion, I hear a lot of guys when they say that, man, this my family, or this my brother, or this my cousin, or this my lover, or whatever it is, whoever it is you standing next to, I hear them often say, man, I'd die for these. I'd kill for these niggas, or I'd kill for you, man. I love you. I'd die for you. Let's live for each other. We don't gotta look at death as a symbolism of you love me.
Yeah.
Live
That
for
part.
me. Live
That
for
part.
each other. Like
That
if you
part.
got some shit going on, and I can aid and assist you in your endeavors, your righteous endeavors, just by being there or posting it,
Right.
or shouting it out, or coming in to purchase something from you to patronize your business, that's way better than you dying for me. Because I want to succeed, I want you to succeed, and I want you and me to be part of each other's success. That's way better than you dying for
And
me.
be able to enjoy it together.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the night at Isaac Hayes.
Get back to it. So, the night of Isaac Hayes, man, there was a dude there that had a disdain with my buddy. And when he seen him, you know, I see guys' faces and shit in body language. So I'm looking like, okay, let me get over here by him. Because I think motherfuckers finna try to pull it.
Right.
So, and I ain't trying to be like contradictive and shit after what I just said, you know what I'm saying? But this is telling the story from back in the day.
Yeah.
But this is this is how you know what it is.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you've been where it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a cautionary tale.
Right.
So, man, the dude saying my buddy, he tried to talk to him. I see my buddy's face. He looking kind of nervous and shit. I'm like, oh, that must be dude. Oh, that is dude that I knew that he had did some business with, and dude wasn't happy with how the business went.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the business was just simply he did some beats for Jay-Z.
Right.
And him and dude wrote the hooks together.
Right.
And it was dude's songs. But my buddy told me that he told dude, hey, look, man, if I sell these beats, I'm going to give you your money back. I'm going to make you another beat.
Right.
And they agreed to it.
Right.
Right.
But it just wasn't no paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I didn't know because I was at the Lark when this shit was taking place.
Yeah, yeah.
Normally, I would have been there.
Right.
And I would have been like, maybe y'all might need to just do some paperwork and shit,
Right,
you know,
right.
just to make sure it's a clear understanding.
Exactly.
Because, you know, if somebody do a song with you and then Jay-Z get it, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh, this nigga got some money.
Right.
Like, where's the money?
I'm
You know what I'm
gone.
saying?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
But if, like, and we all was young, nobody really knew shit about the business, really.
Nah.
My thing is, I wish that I could have had a conversation with dude prior. I would have just advised him. I would have been like, look, let him do this with this beat, stay in good favor with him, because look what y'all did working together. If you keep working with him, y'all gonna get placements, and eventually you finna start getting you some publishing.
Exactly.
That's what I would have told him.
Right.
But due to the fact that I didn't really get to converse with him and get to know him, man, he tried to, when he seen my buddy, he had a bottle in his hand and shit.
Yeah.
And when he had this bottle in his hand, niggas in there drinking, even though we was there to raise money for what happened to E2, it was like a celebration, because there was so many people from all over the city coming together for the cause of what happened.
Yeah. Right. Isaac Hayes was a dope spot to do that.
It was super dope, man. Yeah, super dope. So, dude had a bottle in his hand, and I seen him talking to my buddy, then I seen him go like this with the bottle. But before he could, come back down with it,
niggas, church was on the move.
Church got on the move. Yeah, it got on the move, man. And he ended up on the floor. So then he ended up on the floor. Then he tried to get up. And then, shit, man, the Tasmanian Devil came, like Blanca off Street Fighter came out. The shit got crazy, man. It was bar stools being thrown after that. Dude couldn't get up because he got stumped out real bad. He was on the ground fucked up. They took him out in a stretcher. It was kind of bad. And then, bar stools was getting thrown. People was getting knocked out. I remember one of my guys was there, and I'm there, and my guy was there with him, with the other guy. But this my man. This a dude who I respect from the hundreds. He an outstanding dude. You know what I'm saying? Right. We saw each other, man. We both had bar stools, finna hit each other. Then we looked and saw it was us. Man, we put the bar stools down, man. We shook up, and then we just went our separate ways.
See, that's the real shit. Like that's for back then, bro. That was the honest to God.
Yeah.
Shit that used to go on.
Yeah.
Like, a nigga will fuck with you because nigga, you hooked up my outfit.
Yeah, and then when he seen me, right? And when he seen me, well, he and I, we had a couple mutual friends from the hundreds that was like well respected throughout the city. And I met him through one of my guys that I love to this day. He was an outstanding guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And man, when we saw each other and he saw it was me, he kind of like calm, because there was way more of them than us. They was like 40 deep. We was like 8 to 10 deep, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was getting knocked out, you know what I'm saying? I seen it, I was a part of it. But I remember after this happened, on the radio, they were saying stuff like, Kanye had a car accident shortly after that. He had a car accident after that. And when he had his car accident, people were saying he didn't have no car accident. They was like, he got whooped at that party. He never even got touched at the party. The only thing happened to him was his jacket got snagged. That was it. Because the nigga tried to grab him, but that nigga got knocked out too.
But see, that's the thing. That's also loyalty at that time. You know what I'm saying? I think Jim Jones said it one time. He was like, when Cam was coming out, we knew that's him. He could not be touched.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. Like, that's him. We need to protect him because he's going to get us out of this situation.
Yeah.
Possibly. You know what I'm saying? But because of that loyalty. In the same way, like how Memphis Bleak and Young Guru talk about how the loyalty is with Jay. Like, Jay has that 7 people that he's rocked with since Marcy.
Yeah.
And ain't looked back.
Man, but you know what's so crazy about that dude though? He could rap his ass off. The nigga who got into it with my buddy.
Yeah.
He could rap his ass off. Like, I wish, like I say before I even told that story, I wish that I could have got up under him. Because I think that I could have, like,
talk some sense into him.
I could have aided and assisted him in his endeavor, you know, because he was raw as hell. You know what I'm saying?
He was.
He really could rap, bro.
Yeah.
But
I remember the song. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like that song a little bit more than I like the Jay-Z record.
Man, dude was raw as hell. It was 2 songs. He was raw as hell.
Yeah. But I mean, the only reason, not to cut you out, the only reason why I vibe because he was speaking our language.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Chicago shit.
He's talking that Chicago shit on that record. And even though Jay made a great record, but I couldn't relate to it.
And at the time, it's like like you said, it should have been more about what the business was, because like I mean, and so you see both sides, right? Because on one side, like damn, G, like you know what I'm saying, I paid for that, and now here you are, turn around, you know what I'm saying, somebody else is here, right? But when you look at it on one side, it's like you were saying, both of them could have gained from that situation.
Absolutely.
If you really would have played it right, you really would have understood, like, okay, like this is where it is, like this is who he is, right? So the type of exposure that's going to come from this situation,
for sure,
far surpasses what he could have done at that time.
Oh, for sure.
And that was just the reality of the situation. Like if you was able to take your ego out of it and see the situation for what it was, could have had a nice little play in the long run. Obviously, things didn't turn out that way.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But I'm gonna tell you, like I say, he was raw as hell, and what you saying is 100% accurate. Only thing is, they had an agreement because he did tell him, if I sell this beat, I'm gonna give you your money back, or I'm gonna make you a new beat. Right. And he said, okay.
Right. Facts.
But then when it was dude, it was like, nah, because it was dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's sensible. That ain't like that's nothing crazy for him to be thinking like that.
You got one of the dopest MCs in the world. Like, no, I want that.
Yeah.
And you struggling. Yeah. You still making ends meet a little
so
bit.
you finna tell him no at that point in time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like how could he have done that at that time for real?
He couldn't have. He needed the money, man.
Yeah.
And he needed the opportunity.
And I think the opportunity is more so what? Yeah. More than the money.
Yeah.
Right. Because that was one of the first ones like you heard from like, oh, they did that?
Never changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga really got something.
That dude was special, man.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker was one of my favorite Kanye records.
Yeah.
I remember the mixtapes. The I'm Good mixtapes.
Yeah.
You had some classic verses on there, my man.
Oh, gratitude.
You had some classic fucking verses on there, my man.
Oh, gratitude, man.
You always, one of my favorite records is you, Ye, and 88 Keys. Stay Up.
Stay Up.
I'm on the record with them. I got to hear it. I mean,
I think you is it Stay Up.
I got to hear it, man. I got to hear it. Damn, I done did over 400, man. I smoke a lot.
No, because I know I know Stay Up. I know that song. I'm not sure.
I ain't on there. I don't
know GL on there. You know what I'm saying? Because Stay Up is, but it is 88 Keys.
Shout out to the G's, man. 88 Keys and Ye. They did it.
But no, it was one on a mixtape that you was part of.
Yeah.
Man, I've been on so many records. I just don't remember being on
one. It's one in particular, man. You got and I know we kind of moving around. We gonna come back. We gonna come back to it.
No, it's all good.
But it's one record in particular, man, that you just do the chorus on this bitch. Yeah. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, man.
Really?
Poe Mans Dreams.
Oh, with Kendrick Lamar.
That Kendrick on that Section 80.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that chorus. And then, you be talking that shit at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I sprinkle some ism on
that.
Yeah.
So I kind of, I want to know the story, like how that came to be, how that collab came to be with you and K-Dot.
Oh, man. It came to be through a guy who I hired at the Lark, who I went to elementary school with.
That shit come back to Evergreen. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come back circles.
That's great.
Yeah. A guy who I went to elementary school with also, like from my neighborhood. A guy who that I don't call him a friend. I call him a brother, because that's all he's ever shown me.
Look. When last time I saw BJ, was at Kima Fest last year. Shout out to Kima Fest.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sitting there talking to him. Yeah. And I was like, hey, man, what's going on, baby? He's like, I don't want to talk about none of that. Yeah. How are you? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, like, all that famous shit. Yeah. That's out the water. We know each other.
Yeah,
like,
outstanding dude.
Nigga, man. How's your family?
Yes, sir.
How's your kids doing? And I was just like, sometimes you forget. Yeah. Because, like, I haven't seen him in a minute. You know what I mean? So I was just like, hey, man, what's going on? He's like, hey, that's that. Yeah. But how's your people's doing?
Man, solid dude, man. Yeah. So BJ called my phone. He say, man, G, I'm in the studio right now, man. Kendrick Lamar wants you on his album. I said, who? because I didn't know at the time. I was unfamiliar. This was like 2010, 2011 maybe.
Yeah, because this was Section 80. He had a little bit of a buzz. Obviously nothing like it is now.
Bro, let me tell you though, I was like, who? Because I did not know. I told BJ to send me some links so I could get familiar. I listened to like maybe 3 or 4 records, and I told BJ, I was like, oh, this little nigga special. I said, he got something. I told BJ that. BJ was like, man, I'm in the studio with him right now. He want to holler at you. He put Kendrick on the phone with me. Kendrick told me that his father and his mother was from Chicago. He said they was from the Hundreds. He said that they grew up in the same club that I grew up in. Yeah. And with that being said, they were fans of what I did, and they like introduced him to it.
Okay.
And he was like, I was one of his favorite rappers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. BJ, when he was in the studio, BJ told me that he was like, man, Kendrick was in there talking about it's this dude from Chicago. Y'all might not be up on him like that, but man, I'm telling y'all, this nigga is raw. Like, man. and then he said the name. The name was GLC. And then BJ was like, that's my brother.
Right. That's fair. That's fair right here.
And BJ called me and put me in tune with Kendrick, and I ended up on Section 80.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how that happened.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, that's one of them, bro, like sunroof back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nice day. Put that shit on, man. Spark one up, bro. Like, that's one of them songs, man, that immediately, like, Joe, put you in a good mood.
Man, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you,
that
brother.
shit just like, that's one of my all-time favorite songs, bro.
Man, listen, when I went to, I really appreciate that, man, for one. I just want to get that off. I really appreciate that. Man, when we did that record, man, he sent it to me. I sent it back in about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was, email, MP3 style.
Right.
Knocked that shit out, sent it right back to him. Next thing you know, I was on that man album, man. I had a few years later, I had to go out to Paris to work with Ye on the what album was this? Was it the Yeezus? No, not Yeezus album. What's the album where he got black skinhead on it and stuff?
That's Yeezus.
That's Yeezus.
That's
okay.
Yeezus,
Yeah, so I wrote on a few songs on there as well.
Okay.
And when I went over there to work with him on that album, his engineer, which name was Noah, he was like, GLC, because he never met me before. He was like, oh shit, like, you a legend. He like, yo, man, you got my favorite song on Kendrick's album. I was like, what you mean? He was like, Poe Mans Dream, bro, that's you. I was like, yeah, that's me. And then Kanye was like, Kendrick, who is Kendrick? He didn't know who Kendrick was at the time.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, yo, this dude is like, he one of them ones. But I didn't know that he was gonna be Pulitzer Prize winner, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Yeah.
But I knew he had something special back then.
Yeah.
So in all honesty, just to see all that he's accomplished from that point, as well as BJ. I put BJ on his first hook that he sung on, for a rap record. BJ sung on the Go Get a song called I Done Already Done That. That's the first time he was in the studio singing on a song that went on the radio.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I knew he was special too.
Man.
BJ
had it. He got 2 special brothers too, Scooter and
sir.
Aaron. Like they grew up in the church. They played instruments. BJ played instruments. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really special.
They do this.
You know what I'm saying?
They do this.
Man, they come from a great household, great parents, mother and father, just like.
He used to be in the stock room singing.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, your voice is crazy.
Yeah, that motherfucker got a soulful ass voice, bro.
Yeah, he one of the greats, man.
My favorite record with you on it is Spaceship.
Oh, man, thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
That's
Because you mentioned the Lark.
Yeah.
And like visually seeing that.
Yeah.
And the legendary night, House of Blues.
Yeah.
First Kanye return of Chicago.
Yeah.
We was there.
So and it's kind of a
oh snap.
That's a
yeah.
That's a different moment in time, because like bringing it back to your story, you were saying how shit, because I remember. So Ye was getting a little pop from like the producing he was doing Rockefeller with Jay-Z and all that other shit, right?
Yeah.
But nobody was really looking at Ye as a rapper.
Yeah.
Obviously, he talked about that, you know what I'm saying, on College Dropout.
On Last Call.
On Last Call.
Yeah.
All time great fucking song with that story at the end. It really just brings everything together. But during that time, it was like nobody outside of probably y'all and Ye himself was expecting that shit to do what it did. So can you just like, man, bring us back to that time, being there, like being involved with that project, and like how that shit was going and what you saw from the inside and how that shit all played out?
Well, I just gotta say, man, that one of the things I'm most happy with, like, his name is Ye now.
Yeah.
That's the first time you heard somebody call him Ye. Was on Spaceship. GLC feel you, Ye. Holiday Ye. Hit me with the beat.
That is, you did.
Now his name Ye.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Message.
Full circle. I always called him Ye. Like, I always gave somebody nicknames and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a very unique name, and it sounded really cool. The ladies liked it. You know, he had a player-ass name, you know? But Ye just sounded like a little G name and shit, like Ye, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga Ye.
Yeah. That's my brother, man. But, man, that time was, I felt like I was really on a spaceship. It was just unbelievable. So I'm going to tell y'all how it kicked off. Now, this is for me to finalize how I knew it was time for me to go and get off in the music.
Right.
So that night, after that night happened, man, I was with Cousin Bang. Cousin Bang was there that night, too.
Tony Bangs?
Cousin Bang.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know who Cousin Bang is?
Nah, I'm not
Okay,
familiar.
so are y'all familiar with Cameron?
Yeah.
Y'all familiar with that dude that be bullying Cameron on them skits and shit? Like, did you see the one when they was at Harold's and shit?
Yeah.
That's Cousin Bang.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Cam cousin. Like, they like this, him and Cam.
Okay.
They working on like major shit together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how Cam used to end up being in Chicago the way he was.
Well, not just that. Cam was plugged with a lot of people in Chicago.
Yeah, out west.
As far as I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Bang is family with the man. So Bang did Jim Jones' first single.
Okay.
He did Certified Gangsters for Jim Jones. He produced it.
I know.
First time you heard Jimmy with a single, Bang did it.
Hey, okay.
And then he did Dope Man for Cameron. That was on the Purple Haze mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah. He did a lot of work. He shot videos for people and all kind of shit. He just come home not too long ago.
Okay.
And he got some cool shit in the works. But yeah, me and him. So you know what I'm saying, we was on bullshit. We was, man. Yeah, we was. It was just a different time, and we was on bullshit. So from us being on bullshit and from what happened, you know, things that was taking place, it was I got notified that, you know how it is when people view people as threats. They try to get the threat out the way.
Yeah.
Motherfucker want to try to get me out the way. You know what I'm saying? This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So I, as opposed to me getting on bullshit and being in the streets, I got on the road. Talib Kweli provided the opportunity for me. He allowed Kanye to bring me on tour with him when Kanye was opening up for Kweli, because Kanye did
he was
just
opening.
to get by.
Yeah.
For Kweli.
Yeah.
Famous night, me, you, him at Cinnabon.
Yeah.
It
Was it Cinnabon?
was a Cinnabon.
Cinnabon downstairs.
Yeah.
And that was the first time we heard Get Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that shit went up in the Cinnabon, Joe.
Yeah.
I remember that night, bro.
Yeah, and Kanye did that shit.
Yeah.
So Kweli showed Kanye love, let him come on tour with him,
right?
And you know, open up and come out on his set too. I think he did.
Yeah,
okay.
Because they did just to get by, and then Kanye would let me come out and be the hype man for him. Kanye just like, man, come on, like just brought me with him and shit. I'm like, let's go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, that was love, right? And then, I mean, Ye did that, you know what I'm saying? He was like, come on, come with me. So I was on tour, moving around, when in my mind, I'm thinking like, my mind was like in a dark place, so it was good that they provided that light for me,
right.
You know what I'm saying? For I could leave the city and pursue my dreams and, you know, sharpen my blade a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it got to the point where Kweli started letting me come out and freestyle at shows. Now, when he started doing that, I was sending the crowd up. Like,
right.
They was going crazy. Like, when I get done rapping, I'm signing body parts of women. That's what they wanted me to sign.
It was the ism, baby.
It was crazy, man, because I'm thinking like, should I be doing this? I don't know if this is the right thing to do because I was being a man of God, but I was signing body parts of women. You know what I'm saying? They was having me do it. I was young.
Hey, God know your heart.
Yeah, God know my heart. You know what I'm saying? Praise
your
God.
intentions.
Yeah. So that's when I was with Kweli. So then I come back home. Then Bang and Manop and Don C, they all called me, telling me that my buddy was out there having some problems in New York. And it was like, you know, people out there disrespecting him a little bit. So they called me and they was like, GL, what you doing, man? I was like, shit, I'm working on these songs. I'm hustling. I'm chilling with my lady and, you know, kicking it and shit, you know. And they was like, man, you need to come out here. I said, come out there. Like, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be out there. Like, no, you need to come out here, like, now.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I was like, what's up? They told me what the situation was. I hopped on the plane the next day. Ye picked me up from the airport. Got up with Bang, Consequence. Seen some more of the guys that was around. I think I seen Cootie at the time, Jay Ivy, like all the guys that was out there, Ice Gree.
Yeah.
And around this time, I go to Ye crib because he had a 2-bedroom. He had this buffalo skin couch, pool table. He was the first nigga I seen with a flat screen. Like, he had a flat screen TV back there. Like, this was early 2000s and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's a flat screen. He was like, yeah, it's flat screen. I was like, damn. So now I'm inspired this shit. I'm like, damn, it's flat screens? All right, cool. I got to get to this level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got me one like a year later. You know what I'm saying? It took me a little while, but I got me one. They was kind of expensive back then.
Yeah, there was a few racks back then.
Yeah. So with that being said, I get to the crib. I see what's going on. Bang telling me what's going on. And, you know, I see he got into it with one of the guys, the dude that was at Ye crib that they said was putting pressure on him. And I'm paying attention, and I'm like, this not finna be going on like this. But I just gotta be observant, you know, just to see what's going on. So I asked Ye, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just tell you, bro. I ain't tell him why I was coming out there because they confided in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I just had to ask him. I'm like, gee, what's going on? He was like, what you mean? I said, are you comfortable? He was like, yeah. I said, are you comfortable in your crib? He was like, what you mean? I was like, bro, what's going on? So then he told me. And I was like, so you want me to serve him with an eviction? And he was kind of like, yeah. So me and Bang came back to the crib, and we just served him with an eviction. He got on up out of there. Never seen him again. And shit, the story went on.
Yeah. So
then I was in New York. I didn't go
having
back
a great
home.
time.
Yeah. But then after that, I ended up on motherfucking Jay-Z album, on a Black album. Yeah,
doing that motherfucking intro.
Yeah, he had me in the studio.
So
Hey, charge motherfuckers up, bro. Like that shit. Y'all give it up for the Jigga Man. Hey, that shit is with that whole. Hey, you sent that shit up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those parts. Because sometimes, man, you like obviously there are a lot of parts to songs, right?
Yes, sir.
You have verses, you have the beats, you have all that shit. But sometimes, man, you got like one part that really makes that song and brings that shit together. And that was you.
Yes, sir.
On that shit, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
And I know they missed out on the Fade to Black. Because I know you had to be in the studio with the man.
Yeah.
Like, and Jay-Z is my ultimate.
Yeah, this nigga been a super Jay-Z fan forever, bro.
Man, he one of the greatest that ever did it.
Absolutely.
Walk me into, did you get starstruck? Like when you walk in the studio, the first time you see Hove, it's like, oh shit, like,
that wasn't the first time I seen Hove. I seen Hove.
But like the first intimate time.
That wasn't the first intimate time.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, just tell us about this. So when was the first time?
I'll tell you. I want to tell you. So I met Hove a while back. Multiple times before that time. It was a time when Kanye came here to do the when he got his chain.
Oh, the Rockefeller. When they gave him the Rockefeller
Tinley
chain.
Park.
Yeah, I met Hove then, and Hove was he was a respectful guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a respectful guy. He didn't share the same views as everybody knows the story of like how like Kanye spoke on it on Last Call.
Right.
Yeah.
Like how at first everybody wasn't really rocking with him as a rapper. But Kanye's conviction, his motivation, his work ethic, and his raw talent, in my opinion, it was undeniable. And I looked at him as something that was inevitable. Inevitable is what you can't stop.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he was going to be stopped because I had never seen nobody. Man, listen, on that Spaceship song where he said, making 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
Yeah.
Bro, he was doing that. It was times where this nigga would go without haircuts. He might be a little musty. He ain't took no baths. He just in front of this
locked
keyboard,
in.
bro.
You gotta get it
And
up.
you can leave and come back 3 days later. He might be working on the same beat. That's why I was really tripping when I was hearing people talking about, oh man, he did this or he did that to get on. And man, I seen this dude like devote himself to where he ended up.
Right.
He dedicated himself to that shit.
Yeah.
That's something that can't nobody take away from him. And he was special because the way that he was able to chop up samples, I mean, it was people doing soul samples. I'm not going to say he's the first. It's just the way that he did.
way he
changed the game.
And
Yeah,
the sound.
The way the samples that he picked, the parts of the songs that he picked.
And the way he chopped them up, the
It
way
was
the drums.
outstanding.
Yeah. And it's one thing, man. It's cool
Yeah.
to hear you speak about Ye. And if there's one thing I can say about you, bro, we obviously know that Ye has gone through some things over the years.
Right.
We ain't here to talk about all that.
Yeah.
But what I say from your perspective, bro, is like you see a lot of people talk bad about Ye.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard you speak bad about Ye in public, Joe.
No, I wouldn't. There was a time when I saw Ye, and when we wasn't like really in communication at the time.
Right.
And out of concern, I saw him like on different people's YouTube channels and things of that nature. And by me knowing him the way that I know him, I seen a look in his eyes, and it didn't seem like he was all the way there.
Right.
So with me seeing that, out of concern, I made some phone calls, and I said that I don't know what's going on with my friend because I didn't, and I was concerned with his life.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, I see that he came out on television, and then we talked about it.
Yeah.
He said that he was addicted to opioids. So my intuition was right. It was like, something's not right with my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know him since you was
Yeah, you
short.
know. Yeah, you know him.
Yeah, and then it was very fortunate when he broke that addiction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, he's gone through some things.
Right.
From all the obvious things that everybody know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And through the grace of God, man, he just you know, he gonna prevail through it all. You know, that's all that I hope for, more so than anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then just me knowing his resilience and shit, I think he gonna be okay. Yeah, I think he okay now. Shit, you know.
Yeah. So past that, we're done with that Ye shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now we on GL shit.
Okay. Look.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got on that motherfucking I got on that Jay-Z shit, right?
Right.
Now, you said I made it happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very fortunate because while I'm in the studio, it was some beautiful women in there with us. And we was watching like the Mac or some shit on like Blaxploitation while we in a baseline.
Okay.
Right.
And we in there. Jay ain't even came back yet. He was at the studio earlier. I met him there again.
Right.
It was just like, what's up? You know, just playing it cool.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't starstruck because I felt like, man, this dude is an example of what I may have the ability to be one day.
Right.
This could be the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is a businessman. He a motherfucking rap machine.
Right.
And he one of the niggas that really made me say, man, I really want to rap too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was inspired by him. So when I met him, like, each time, I kept my poise. Now, this is the times when I was affected by meeting Jay-Z or being in his presence, is when we performed at this Pepsi Smash or something. I think we were down in Miami. And this was the first time Jay saw me perform. We did Spaceship. And when I came off stage, Jay-Z was like, yo, I thought you were a comedian. He was like,
That's crazy.
He was like, because from what I did on his album.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, man, finish your breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, now that's like when he acknowledged, you know what I'm saying?
On that level,
that's like the God.
I'm gonna tell you another time when Kanye, before we finished, when Ye first finished before he finished the College Dropout album, whenever we would go to studios and he would be playing the songs for the album, one of the first songs that he would play with just my verse on it was Spaceship.
Right.
And he played the shit for Jay and G. Roberson and hip hop.
Yeah.
And they was saying that like, yo, like, man, they was like, man, who is this? Yeah, it was like, that's it. And that made me feel good. So when I seen the legends acknowledge me as for my craft, that's what made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I met Clark Kent, and Clark Kent was like, man, you one of my favorite new rappers, you know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Clark Kent.
That type of stuff really meant something to me, you know what I'm saying?
And back then, you talking about people like Clark Kent, like a pioneer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to get the motherfucking Clark Kent mixtapes type shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, like, to have somebody like that tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your shit dope.
Bro,
I can only imagine, bro.
Bro, that shit made me so happy, bro. Like, off that verse, I was in over 30 major publications with no publicists. They was like, GLC had an out-of-body experience. The Vibe magazine said I was the best feature on his whole first album. Double XL said I had an out-of-body experience, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's an album that had a Jay-Z feature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had a Mos Def feature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Had a Freeway feature.
Because your verse was so universal.
It was so real. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas could relate to that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga working into the mall to the sun come. Like, it was just.
And during that time, and I think that was the thing about that whole College Dropout phase, because it was so different from everything else that was out.
Absolutely.
And it was so much more relatable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was some shit that, man, that people all in all walks of life can really pick something out of there and really feel like a part of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially with so much stuff, man. Because you had your Diddy Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying, Big Willie style shit. You had all your
Fabulous.
You had your Fabulous, man.
Nelly.
You had your Jay-Z,
For sure.
Big Baller, Big Gangster, you know what I'm saying, Moving Bricks, Dope Dealing, all that other shit. And then you just had Ye, you know what I'm saying, doing something that, you know, he's saying, like, I ain't no thug, I don't sell drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, I got talent, you know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to, like, you're not gonna deny me.
Oh yeah.
And it was just cool to see that from him. Like, nobody was giving it, not even here.
Yeah.
I remember, and they were talking about that shit in that documentary, man. Motherfuckers not even really wanting to give him. They wanted to call him by the name that he wanted to be called by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, so to have that shit happen, and then for you to be such an integral part of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just it was just amazing time.
Man, thank you, man. I was just so happy to be a part of it.
You know, you mentioned 400 features.
Yeah.
That's a lot of features.
It is a lot of features.
Oh, that was during the blog era, doing all those mixtapes.
Yeah.
And everybody had a mixtape, like 20 mixtapes, 100 mixtapes came out a week. Right. I was on a lot of them. Yeah.
So, give me your best, like, what was your best experience, not with Ye, but as GLC, stepping out into the realm of who you are as an artist?
As an artist, my
you know
best
what I'm saying?
experience.
Like what session you was like, oh, this is going down in history. Like this, I can't believe I did a session with this nigga.
Man, I was in a session with 3 6 Mafia, man. That meant the world to me, bro. In Memphis. Right after they won they motherfucking Oscar. I was in the studio with DJ Paul, Juicy J. I think Crunchy was there. Crunchy used to come to my crib in L.A. and kick it with me all the time.
No shit.
Yeah, man. They told me, I was like, this is how it happened. Let me tell you how it happened. So we was at the Mix Show Power Summit. I think this was in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And Sony, all the artists that were signed to Sony Urban, we all had to perform. I was signed to Sony Urban through Good Music. That's who we had the distribution through.
Right.
So we all had to perform down there.
Yeah.
So while I'm down there, I got to get on stage. I'm fresh out of Chicago, hat swung off.
G'd up.
Yeah, I was drinking at the time.
Yeah.
High as a kite. I got on that stage and I ripped that motherfucker. And then Ye came up on a song. He was like my hype man on one of the songs to show, because he seen how the crowd was fucking with me. He like, man, this my man. He came up and endorsed me. Okay. So now after this happened, when we got back to New York after we left the Mix Show Power Summit, Sony had a list of all the artists that they had signed in the order of like who the priority. GLC name was at the top. I was the top priority. Like after that, so they was like, man, 3 6 Mafia just won an Oscar. We need to get him in the studio with.
And I can see that
with them. You know what I'm saying?
The way you laid back, flow, pitch shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, he talking that player shit.
Yeah, and they was one of my favorite groups of all time.
Oh,
man, and Project Pat.
Man, when
he fussed with Project Pat.
Man, one of the greatest flows in history, bro. Don't get enough credit. Don't get and talking about DJ Paul and Juicy J. You talking about what motherfuckers used to do with them beats and like the type of shit. I don't feel like they get the credit they deserve. You know what I'm saying, for what their contribution to the music and what they did for the South. You know what I'm saying? Because people always want to talk about, obviously, you got Outkast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got your Ghetto Boys. You got Scarface, man. And, like, I feel like a lot of people got on, around the Oscar time and all that other stuff. And then you had your Papa My Collar. But that was a whole 3 6 Mafia. I'm talking
Papa
about
my collar,
when the smoke clears.
Yeah.
Man, Joe, you have no idea how much I used to play that motherfucking album, Joe.
Bro, listen to me. I ain't even done.
Yeah.
I got multiple songs with Bun B.
I see that.
Bun B from UGK. Like, that's the dude that really helped me navigate through this industry, because I would often be confused because I came from the street, so I'm thinking like street ethics and like men and like we move a certain way. Yeah, then I got in the industry and I was like, it's not the same.
Right.
I was confused. I was perplexed. I talked to Bun B. I talked to No ID. They helped me navigate through this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bun B has an impeccable reputation.
Man, he's solid.
Yeah, that's one you don't never hear nobody say shit bad about Bun. Like, everybody got something to say about it. Just say exactly what you just said. Very, very solid. And you can see it.
Yeah, bro. I got a song with Bun B and BJ that was produced by my man Foo and the Watchman. Foo signed a lot of rappers, man, and he been out in Los Angeles doing his thing. He a brother from Minnesota.
That sounds like a great record. Where can I find that record?
You can find it on Apple Music, Spotify. It's called Happiness Over Riches. It's me, BJ, and Bun B, but we did it with closed sessions, RTC.
Okay.
You know Alexander.
We had him.
Make sure you check out that episode. Yeah. RTC closed sessions. Yes,
for
sir.
Sure. Yeah. So
man.
Man, who else? Shit,
I know you on some new shit where we just seen you at. I know you on shit with
too.
On Twister,
man.
Yeah,
I got records with Do or Die, Twister, and Crucial Conflict.
Right.
And Psychodrama. Ooh. Like everybody that I listen to coming up, that I really love, except a handful, or maybe more than a handful, but a lot of the rappers that I admire. I got a song with the Outlaws. Rest in peace, Young Noble.
Just passed,
I was on one of their albums. We got a song called Immortal. Outlaws featuring GLC. Like,
that's crazy, bro.
I've been doing this shit for so long, G. And the thing is, you will be so surprised by who respect you. You know what I'm saying? And it's always, when it's the new generation, it's always somebody from the current generation that be like embracing the ism. Like, man, can I get some of that ism? You was finna say Primo?
I was finna say Primo.
He from Right Now.
Yeah.
I'm
right
on
now.
the Primo Rice album.
Yeah.
He gave me a whole fucking song to myself.
Yeah, you just on there talking that shit.
Trust.
yeah,
man.
And that Primo, boy, you sing at the show. That motherfucker, boy.
That's one of my favorite guys.
Oh yeah, man. Him and Larry June, bro.
Those like, two of my favorite guys.
Yeah. Right now,
Primo I probably got a guy named AJ that's raw as hell too.
Okay, I got
and a whole crew of guys as well.
Gee, that one dude, Ghost.
King
Ghost.
Joe. Ghost.
King Joe. I know King Joe.
Yeah, they got some guys.
Yeah.
The dude
Ghost.
he was the dark skinned dude.
Yeah,
He rapped right before Primo.
Yeah, he was raw as hell.
Yeah.
Cold as shit.
Yeah.
I liked the way. See, my thing is, I'm really big on performances.
Yes, sir.
On live performances.
Yes, sir.
So, like, when I see a person take the stage, dude took the stage very humble. They introduced him. He came out, grabbed the mic, and within 10 seconds, he's rapping.
Yeah.
He didn't say, Chicago was good. He went straight
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And he was so clear and precise. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
by the third verse,
For sure.
niggas was like, shit, okay.
Yeah.
What he do then? Like, they vibing. So it's just, and that's how I feel like you always gave off that laid back playerism.
Gratitude, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always been like, honestly, bro, I don't think, I probably haven't heard all 400 features.
Yeah.
But I've never heard a bad verse from you.
Man, thank you, brother.
Absolutely not.
I really
Absolutely not. Like,
yeah.
every
Thank
time you get on that mic, G, and you saying some shit, even
Yeah.
with the record with the Wiz Khalifa joint that you recently
Yes, sir.
dropped.
Love.
I was pumping that shit like, oh shit, this
Gratitude. Man,
the title was
I truly appreciate that, man. Hey, man, I want to tell you, man, I met Primo Rice through a really good friend of mine. He's one of the producers of NBA 2K. His name is Tim Parham, a former professional basketball player.
Okay.
He in the Hall of Fame for Maryland Eastern Shore, all-time leading rebounder in Canada. Played for the Bulls Summer League team, the Clippers Summer League team. Played in the D League. Like, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He got a son that's balling out of control now, TJ.
Okay.
TP invited me to the 2K party in LA a few years back. And I went. This is their release party. And right then and there is where he introduced me to Primo Rice and Larry June, man. And them dudes were some outstanding guys.
Yeah.
They had really good energy, you know what I'm saying? And they embraced my concept.
Right.
Primo was like, big bro, I need to work with you. He sent me that record. I sent it back. And then I ended up on his album. That's just how the shit goes.
But see, that's it would be amazing for y'all three to come out with an album together.
Oh man, that would be.
I would just throw that in the air.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hopefully,
Larry June, Primo,
hopefully
and GLC, that'd be some shit.
that'd be some shit.
And getting motherfucking Cardo do that shit, man.
Oh man,
Nigga, I'll turn into a pimp. Nigga, I'll be fucking. I'll be like, nigga, it's over. I'm outside pimping, nigga. Shit, you heard that dude?
Right? Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
You got that ism, nigga?
Yeah.
But
I'm out here.
I mean, you know, but the music, obviously, the music, man, is what really brought you, you know what I'm saying, into the fold, right?
Yes, sir.
But you got a whole lot of other stuff going on, man. You know what I'm saying? You into the cannabis space.
Man, through the grace of God, brother.
Yeah. You've been on both sides.
True story.
You know what I'm saying?
Like off record, we had this conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna speak on it, but
Yeah. Put me in the game, coach.
right, niggas threw the alley a few times. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right when the shit wasn't working out, you be like, yo, bless me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got your own cannabis brand, Cranja.
Yeah, man. So I have a cannabis lifestyle brand, man. It's called Cranja. Cranja is a combination between chronic and ganja. We embrace the concept of the great Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg with that Cranja album. That Chronic album, and then the ganja from Bob Marley and the Rastafari movement.
Yes,
you know
sir. Yes, sir.
These were like some of the coolest names for the cannabis or the marijuana or the plant that you could think of from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So we combine the two because we musical, we hip hop influence. You know what I'm saying? I got some hell of a partners, man. I got my man Ryan Crine and Brian Bowens. Those are two founders of Cranja. You know, they brought me in early on back in 2017 as a brand rep. You know, they was just giving me rolling trays and getting me high and treating me nice. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I really appreciate you guys. It's really nice, you know. And then from there, in 2020, they received their license because one of my partners here in Chicago had attempted to get multiple licenses, and they didn't go through.
Yeah, that's been a thing here with people trying to get this social equity, trying to get licensed. There's been a lot of bullshit with that.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Yeah.
So with that being said, fortunate enough, my partner Ryan Cron and Brian Bowens, they invited us out to California to see what they had going on, and gave us an opportunity to invest in Cranja. And I was already out in California at the time. I wrote 2 songs on the Donda album. I wrote on 2 songs with Kanye, and I was out there working on that. And then, while I was out there, I had the opportunity to invest into a cannabis company. I did it. So our first year, man, we did really well. We did around in the same range as Jay-Z's The Parent Co.
Okay.
And what was it, Monarch? That was the name of his brand.
Yeah.
So we were in the same realm as them. So they took notice to what we had going on, and we became the first social equity company to do a deal with Jay-Z's company.
Okay.
So due to the fact that we did that, and this is full circle, because Jay-Z was one of the first major artists whose album I was on.
Right.
And now he's in the cannabis space. I'm in the cannabis space. I got a company that's the first company to do business with his company on the social equity
And I bet
side.
you when y'all see each other, you be like, you do know that. He be like, GLC once again.
Oh man,
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Blessings, my brother.
Yeah.
Full circle again.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. So with that being said, we did that. We ended up in Forbes magazine a few times. We've been featured in Forbes. I was blessed enough to speak on a panel at the Black Cannabis Business Conference here in Chicago at the Swiss Hotel last year.
Another accolades, man.
Yeah, I was one of the panelists at MJ Biz down in Vegas. That's the biggest cannabis conference in the world. They do it in Las Vegas every year. Yeah, I was down there celebrating my birthday and sharing knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with the people. One of the reasons why I've been on these panels is because black people in America, or melanated or aboriginal people, us.
Yeah.
We only make up 2% of
Population.
2% of ownership in the cannabis industry.
Oh shit.
In the whole industry, you know what I'm saying? But but we've always got locked up at an alarming rate in reference to how other ethnicities get locked up for it. But
Absolutely.
we only make up 2% ownership. And some of the questions they was asking me, they was like, man, so what made you know that this was the company to invest in? What made me know was everybody that has a position within this company has succeeded working at another company in that position. Like my business partners, Ryan and Brian, they helped launch the PAX 2 and the PAX 3 vaporizers.
Okay.
For cannabis consumption. And they also launched the PAX Jewel. The PAX Jewel was a product that was supposed to be to help people transition.
I just watched that documentary
I
on
haven't
Netflix.
even seen it.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So
So do they speak highly of it, or do they speak bad about it?
they speak very highly of it. Like when they first came out, but then they was getting flack because their ads were having teenagers in the
ads were?
Yeah, the ads. They had like
Damn.
teenagers, so they was just like at the time they did the research, and Jewel was brought by a lot of high schoolers.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? It was very big in high school. Like it was TikToks and all that type of shit going on.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
damn. So the rollout was supposed to help adults that smoke squares get off of squares.
Yeah. That was supposed to be,
My business partners, they ain't had nothing to do with that advertisement shit. My business partners, they know that, you know what I'm saying? But damn, I didn't even know that. Goddamn. Well, hey, they used
they still did great.
Yeah, they used to work for that company.
Yeah, they pulled everything back and remarketed it, and
they relaunched it.
Yeah, it was decent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it was.
Do you fuck with them?
I'm not really. So I'm not really a smoker as much. You know what I'm saying? Like last time I smoke every once in a while.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm more edibles.
Okay, I understand.
Like, I just love.
Yeah.
It helps me focus. It helps me prioritize. Like even today.
Yeah.
I took an edible this morning. I clicked up the whole crib. I mopped, dust, sweep, I vacuumed, all type of shit. Like My girl was like, "You must have had an edible." I'm like, "Yep, sure did."
That elevated your focus, man. I'm real proud of you, brother.
And that's what it does to me.
Yeah, that shit don't do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
What it do to you?
So typically, bro, like what I smoke for is like just to kind of chill, level out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type, like if I got some shit to do, I need to not smoke because like my mind, I have a very active mind. Yeah. So like a lot of times if I smoke, I may get a little too active.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? So like if I really got to hone in, lock in on some shit, it's almost like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit, and then when it's time for me to, I'm finished and I'm relaxing, then I'm gonna smoke.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But so you know that shit affect people differently. You know?
Hey, so that's just the ancient Kemetic proverb. The proverb says, "Man, know thyself, and to know is to know the God force that dwells within you."
Absolutely.
You know yourself very well.
Yeah.
And you in tune with the Creator. So you just know. You know your limitations. You know what what your limits are, not your limitations. Because you can only be limited by what you believe can limit you. Yeah. But you know, like, hey, this is my maximum that I'm gonna go.
Right. Yeah.
That's good.
You know what activates me. You know what I'm saying? Know what things that'll hold me back.
Yeah.
Not to say that I'm always, I'm not perfect. You know, we all are fallible at some point. You know what I mean?
Well, if you want some edibles, man, I got these Kronja samples for you, man. This right here is our ginseng OG. This is a hemp-derived sample. You know what I'm saying?
So you were speaking on the knowledge between the hemp and the actual the hemp and the cannabis, and how that's a little bit different in terms of like selling and being able to sell and like so. Give the people a little knowledge on that if you don't mind.
Okay, I don't mind. So hemp products have 0.00, I think it's 0.03% THC, maximum. Okay. And then anything higher than that with the THC, usually testing out in the higher teens or the 20s, 30s or whatever, that's considered the cannabis, you know what I'm saying? And the difference between the two is the taxes that you have to pay. So if you go to dispensaries, you pay a tax to purchase your THC products, you know what I'm saying? And by law, if it's over a certain amount, you're going to pay an extra tax if it's over a certain amount of THC. Right. So the THC and the cannabinoids and the terps, man, they all come together to help create a beautiful experience for the consumer or for the user, you know what I'm saying? Right. Or for the community member, as I like to say, you know what I'm saying? Right. The difference is for hemp products, there's no extra taxes that you have to pay, but for the cannabis products, you got to pay taxes on it. So you have these two industries, pretty much a very similar industry, but one is Delta 9 or CBD, which all comes from hemp. The other is the THC, high THC-based products that's on the cannabis side, and you're paying more for one than you're paying for the other. And then these products here, they can be sold at like smoke shops, liquor stores, gas stations, things of that nature.
It doesn't have to be in a dispensary.
It doesn't have to be in a dispensary. So you have these two industries kind of like upset with one another. But the thing is, I'm in both industries. I'm not upset with either one of them. I'm just figuring out how can I get some paper in both of them. That's how I look at it.
As you should.
Yeah, because the hemp industry is not taxing the cannabis industry, and the cannabis industry is not taxing the hemp industry. The government is taxing everybody. Right. They're not taxing us. So I want to get some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And put some quality product out there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Church.
Yeah. And as you spoke to a little bit earlier, man, it's good to see brothers such as yourself being able to maneuver in this space, because so many of us have paid the price in terms of being like overly penalized, overly policed. You know what I'm saying? For being able to trying to like sell cannabis or even use it sometimes, right? To being caught with it, right? And then you end up maybe taking the charge. Sometimes even if you necessarily don't even have to sit down, you have a felony on your record, you may be on probation or something like, and that's gonna follow you for your whole life, right? Yeah. So to have so many of us to have gone down for drug-related offenses in relation to cannabis, it's just good to see some of us being able to reap the benefits on the other side of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I had someone ask me a question back in the day. They was like, man, how does it feel being on this side of the business, does this feel weird? And she knew me a long time ago, statute of limitations time ago.
Right.
From back then when I used to, when she could get it from me. Yeah. And she was like, does it feel weird? I said, the only thing that feels weird is it should be more of us.
Absolutely.
It should be more of us, with ownership,
Yeah.
Definitely should.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those things, man, where and I feel like we won't go too far into this, but, Illinois specifically, had the whole social equity thing, and they were supposed to be one of the whole things that they talked about getting that legislation passed was trying to quote unquote right the wrongs of so many of us being incarcerated for weed related offenses, right? And this was supposed to be a way to kind of almost like in the reparations, so to speak, a little bit, and none of that has really happened, right? It's been legal in Illinois since 2020, and anybody that's tried to be a social equity applicant can tell you how hard that shit has been to actually try to get approved, to actually try to get yourself across. And you have so many people that are kind of on some false flag and social equity shit. They just have somebody as a front man or something to kind of it's motherfuckers got to be connected, and that's a whole other story.
But it's always good to it's good to see even if you're not opening up a store, but being on the business side of everything, and making everything fly out, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope shit. I'm glad we finally got a chance to have this conversation, bro.
I want to give the people some game, man. So
go ahead, talk to the people.
Due to the fact that we couldn't get our license in Illinois, we partnered with our partners out in California. We got shit busting, Had some really good years, still doing pretty good. But now we're making the transition into Illinois. And with that being said, the way that we did it, so this is what some would, this is just some game for you to get into the industry without having a license. What you do is you create a brand. This is how we got in. I'm gonna give y'all some real sauce. So since 2017, we've been on shelves of multiple dispensaries in Illinois.
Right.
But we didn't have flour. We wasn't on the shelves due to the fact that we had anything that you can consume.
Right.
What we did was we created these. These are rolling trays made from genuine leather. This is an old school one. So this is we don't even sell this one no more. Our buttons done stepped the game up. They gold now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But so with these rolling trays, I got bud in here right now, but I'll fold it up and show y'all what you could do with it. You can fold these up and put them in your pocket and set up shop anywhere you go. These are Kronzer rolling trays, right? So with this being said, we ended up in Dispensary 33, Mission, and a few other dispensaries have been selling these in their stores since 2017. And this is how we entered the market without having flour or without having a license. We created an accessory, and we filled the void. We gave you a rolling tray made from genuine leather that you can fold up and put in your pocket, so you don't have to carry anything hard around or an extra bag. And when you roll your joints, you can put your joints in there, fold it over, and everything is protected and selected. Real nice. So that's how we got in. So for the last 2 years, we've been working with this company based out of Illinois that's a craft grow. So in order for you to sell cannabis in any state, the cannabis has to be grown in that state that you're selling it in.
Right.
You can't ship it across state lines because
it's still federal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can do state by state. So if you don't have a license, if you do have a brand, and the way to build a brand, you don't have to build a brand with flour, because I don't want to tell you to do anything to get you incarcerated. You know what I'm saying?
You can do grinders.
You can do something that's just cool.
And
have some cool people promote it. You know what I'm saying? And use your relationships. If you know someone who works at a dispensary, give them some samples, tell them to show it to the buyers or whomever. The buyer more than likely, or the manager, and maybe a conversation can be started. Then you can get your brand in there. Now, once you got your brand in dispensaries, when you go to a craft grow and you say, hey, I'm in this dispensary, this dispensary, they like, you got flour? No, but I got a brand, and we selling this much off of this shelf every week. we doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a proof of concept
Right.
that your brand will sell. Once that happens, they may be open for conversations about doing some licensing deals with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they'll
Well,
give you the flower, or you
Right.
can buy the flower
And
from
just
them.
just for your name.
Have you got a chance to name your own flower yet?
Oh yeah. So
What would you name it?
So I got Ism Punch right now. That's
Okay.
that's being sold right now at Lux Leaf Dispensary, Lincoln Highway and Central, out in Matson, Illinois.
Okay.
Church, get your mind right for the
So
limelight.
what was the name of it again?
Lux Leaf Dispensary.
No, that was the name of the strain.
So I got Ism Punch.
Ism Punch.
I got melted cherries.
Okay.
I got a lemon naughty. I got Chicago Runts right now. These different strains are being sold at Lux Leaf Dispensary out in Matson. We're soon to be in Village Viola. We soon to be in Dispensary 33. We're soon to be in Grasshopper Club and multiple dispensaries all throughout Southern Illinois right now. We're being sold.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
One last thing, man, before we get up out of here. I would be remiss if we had you on the pod
For sure.
and we didn't discuss Larry Hoover for a second.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just because there's been a lot of misinformation, man, going on. You know, and are you cool? First off, are you cool with us talking about it for a little bit?
I'm very cool with
You know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so when back in May,
Mm-hmm.
Trump commuted his federal sentence, right?
Yep.
A lot of people, you know, and a lot of us don't know the difference between commuting and pardoning, not understanding the politics of what's happening. But they commuted his sentence, so his federal time is done, but he obviously still has state time, right?
Yep.
So I know you mentioned earlier that you've been actively working on trying to get Larry Hoover out of jail. So can you just give us a little bit about what's going on with that now, where that stands, anything that you can share with us about it?
Oh, well, as you know, as you just stated the facts, Trump commuted his sentence. Right now, he is at the mercy of the state of Illinois and Governor J.B. Pritzker. Right now, he is in the highest of spirits. He's actually has been able to see his wife and touch her in the physical form.
That's beautiful.
He just saw his daughter-in-law, his son, and his grandkids. He's able to touch them now.
Yeah,
and he's in a great mood right now, and he is an eternal optimist. So he believes that righteousness will prevail.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you watch the news, they say murderer.
Right.
They say gang chief and all this. But this is the thing. I got a question for the two of you. In order to be a murderer, what do you have to do?
You got to kill somebody.
You have to kill somebody, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's what makes you a murderer.
That is.
Yeah.
If you've never killed someone, are you a murderer?
No.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay, so with that being said, Mr. Hoover got locked up as a very young man at the age of 22. And he was locked up for a second-degree murder of someone who transitioned. Mr. Hoover was nowhere around. Mr. Hoover had nothing to do with it. The guy who did it was incarcerated and released.
He's gotten out, yeah.
And released.
Right.
But they gave Mr. Hoover 200 years for that, and Mr. Hoover never murdered anyone ever in his life. He's not a murderer. When the feds pick up your case, when they take it federal, if you got murderers on there, the feds want to slam you usually, right? Don't they want to get their victory?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the feds call him a murderer? The feds locked him up for conspiracy.
Yeah.
A RICO.
Right.
Yeah.
Not for murder. There's 0 murders on Mr. Hoover's federal case. 0 murders.
Right.
He's not a murderer. You know, he is a very intelligent man who has made the transition, man. Any man who sees the world the same that they have had when they was in their 20s and now they in their 70s, that's a man that's 5 decades behind.
Yeah.
Mr. Hoover ain't no decades behind. Like, he may be behind on his freedom,
Right.
but mentally, he's very sharp. He's very righteous. He denounced any part of any type of street organization. Yeah. He's kind of like a folk legend at this point, you know? Yeah. And there's a lot of people that's intrigued by mythical tales. Mythical tales, things that haven't even been proven.
Right.
Because in most cases, conspiracy could just simply be hearsay.
Right.
Like, Lionel told me to do it.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, so Mr. Hoover is an eternal optimist, and we believe that Mr. Pritzker and his family, we think that they are righteous people, and we truly do believe that due to the fact that they are very focused on prison reform and, like, you know, fixing the justice system.
Right.
Yeah.
This would be a perfect example to let a man.
And I think that was like, to me, I think that was a chess move. Yeah. By Trump.
Yeah.
Because he knows Pritzker's running for president.
Yeah.
He knows he's gearing up for that run.
Absolutely.
And he was like, I'm gonna just put this in this ball court.
Yeah.
If you pardon the man and bring him home, then you definitely gonna get a lot of votes. You're gonna get a lot of support too.
I could see it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I ain't gotta worry about you next election. Because you're gonna be my main competition.
Yeah.
So he's like putting it in his court, like, what you gonna do?
Well, Trump can't run no more.
Nah.
He can't. But this nigga's got shirts for 2027. It's like, it's crazy.
He do right now. He do?
Yeah, on his website. On his website right now, this nigga has Trump
2028, yeah.
2028 t-shirts.
Well, you know,
snap.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Yeah, who knows what the fuck is gonna happen with all that, man. But
it's crazy.
I do feel like, you know, if the prison system is supposed to be about rehabilitation, you know, and we, you know, especially now with this being a Christian nation, and so many people in positions of power and in offices speaking themselves as being Christian and being righteous, one of the key components of that is redemption and forgiveness, right? We should all be able to be redeemed.
Understood.
Right?
Understood that. Yeah.
So if that is the case, and if that is what people truly believe, then the man has been in prison all these years, having never actually murdered anybody.
Never.
I mean, I personally feel like it's only right, man. The man has served his sentence. You know, it's time to let the man come home.
You know, before we get out of here, I really like, you know, we on Instagram, we on TikTok, we hear about how other countries do their prison reform, like how Switzerland, like, you know what I'm saying, like they have the key to their own little bunker, but they actually believe in rehabilitation.
Right.
They actually put these people in front of counselors. They help them get off drugs. They help them do things, and they be like, all right, cool. Yeah. After 5 years, you served your time, and this is not going to be your record because now you've proved to us that you can be a member of society. Where here in the United States, we just lock your ass up to make money off of you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a whole other ball game, man.
I think that's a scandalous approach, man. Mr. Hoover has truly transitioned. He transitioned from one state of being to another state of being. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that he has an elevated mind. He's willing to do the right thing. He wants to come home and be a grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy his family. He's not coming home with no street intentions.
I mean, you know. I think somebody gotta go see Rick Ross, because you making that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we try to separate the man from it, and then you come out with a record years ago.
I mean, but Big Meech home. He mentioned Big Meech in that song too.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Big Meech at the crib right now, bro.
He is at him and his brother.
Yeah. So so it's like, man, it's long overdue, man. And like I said, when that whole thing happened, it was a big conversation. A lot of misinformation that was going on. I know you being tapped in, being close to the information, man. I just wanted to get your take on it. I appreciate you being willing to speak on it, man.
Oh, love, man. One thing I want to say about Mr. Hoover also is just that, man, he is a true testament. See, these are some of the things that people don't talk about. When Mr. Hoover was in the state institution, he made it illegal within these street organizations to rape young men and guys in the prison. He put an end to rape. He set it up to where, and worked with the state in order for prison incarcerated individuals to receive college degrees and high school diplomas. Like, he did things like that, but they don't talk about that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the same thing with Chief Malik, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
People forget about TWO.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people
absolutely.
forget about, like, he was one of the youngest people at the time to get a government grant.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, it's
from Zez too. He got grant from Zez too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So people want to, like, hold all of these things and all of these events that have happened between different organizations throughout the years. You want to hold them to account for all of that, right?
Yeah.
When you really can't, right?
Absolutely.
And they want to paint these people as monsters and like they're just these evil men that are just hell bent on destruction, and that's just not it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man.
I mean, they did a lot of. They were trying to, like, we talk about growth and development. You know, we talk about how like there was a movement to really bring more people together.
Well, and the numbers show that he was in the process of turning activists into politicians. He was in the.
I mean, we got Gator Bradley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was getting, and there are certain other individuals that are in political positions that came from that as well.
Right.
Now, he was creating a voters block for black people, like the people in the community. Like, we are going to show that we have numbers and we can help who gets in office. Like, getting us to organize politically, more strategic, because economics and politics go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
You don't really get economically on top from the streets. You got to be in tune to the political side of it, because the politics really run the streets. They got whole communities that each have aldermen and state reps and things of that
to
nature.
push their agenda, to push what they need.
And Mr. Hoover was making a transition from the streets into the political realm.
Yeah.
And then when you trying to do that from prison, you come across as, man, this is something that we may need to contain.
And you got too much power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with the same power that he once had to have people what some would consider wrong,
Right.
he also had the same power to have people do right. And that's what he was leaning towards.
Right.
You
And
know?
once that direction, then, now we have these RICO charges and all the other stuff. And we can. What's happened has happened.
Yeah.
Right. The past is the past,
Absolutely.
man. And we need to really look towards the future. And, like, that man has been in jail. Both of them. I mean, ain't nobody talking about letting. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about letting Jeff go.
We brought him up.
Yeah.
We brought him up. We brought him up when we brought Mr. Hoover up. When we brought him up to the White House.
Okay. Yeah.
I brought him up to my friend, and my friend brought him up to the White House.
Well, that's beautiful. I love to see them both come home.
Well, we definitely wanted to see them both come home. That was the goal. One of my family members is he grew up with him.
Okay.
Like, they grew up on the same block on 63rd and Blackstone.
Okay.
It's my brother's wife. Her name is Renee. She has a brother who is really good friends with Mr. Fort.
Gotcha.
Mr. Fort was a phenomenal man. Mr. Fort said, not one group can speak for all black people, but however, all these groups must come together so that we can speak from a black perspective.
Yeah.
He was a wise man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As you said, he got invited to the White House when Nixon was in office.
When he was a shorty.
A shorty.
He was a shorty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people forget about that.
I don't.
Nah, I don't.
Mr. Hoover don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Fort was an idol.
Yeah.
Like, the south side of Chicago, the Woodline area in which he lived in, when the Dr. King riots happened, after the city was being burned down in certain areas of the city, Woodline was untouched.
Yeah.
Mr. Fort was like, we're not doing that over here. And it didn't happen.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his word was his bond.
Man.
Powers numbers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and even with, like, with the fort, we used to be over here, man, and, like, I mean, they was really trying to bring people together, like, as one, to try to, like, I mean, but we don't want to go too far into the weeds, but like one thing that a lot of people forget that, man, street organizations really, really, their roots are in trying to protect ourselves
Absolutely.
from white terrorism.
Oh, that was the roots.
You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit started, right?
Well, yeah, the Hamburg. So you familiar with the Hamburg Athletic Club?
Yeah.
So they used to come across to Bronzeville and terrorize shit. And if you went to Bridgeport, you was getting terrorized.
That's because my pops used to talk to me about that because he used to try to go to White Sox games.
Yeah.
Right? You couldn't go past the stadium. You know what I'm saying? If you went to that stadium, you had to take your black ass back across that bridge. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
My life was nothing nice.
Yeah.
And this went on for a very long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one of the mayors of Chicago was a part of that.
Yeah.
He was in that thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And he went on to become the mayor, and then his son went on to become the mayor.
Right.
So if every other ethnic group can change, why don't we have the ability to do the same?
Why can't we be redeemed just like them? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There's several proof of concept that guys that come from dark and dire situations can become great leaders.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for the sake of righteousness, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, I have one more last question.
For sure.
Every Chicago artist we have on this platform, we always ask the one question. Real quickly, your top 5 Chicago albums.
Whoa, top 5 Chicago albums. Let's see. I love Adrenaline Rush.
Gotta have that on there.
I love Resurrection.
Yep.
I definitely love the College Dropout.
Got it.
This is just from my era.
Yeah, whatever era.
What influenced you as the most as a kid, growing up?
Okay, from my era. Okay. What else do I love? The Final Tick. That was crazy. That was Crucial Conflict.
Crucial Conflict. Final Tick.
And then the Do or Die album. What was it? Heads or Tails? What was the name of it?
Heads or Tails.
Yeah. Those are the albums from Chicago that inspired me the most. Like coming up. But
that was when Chicago really first started to make noise in the music scene, man. When you had Twister, Do or Die, Common. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, you had Psychodrama, even though they was on Suave House, even though they never really put out a whole project.
Yeah.
And they was on there.
But they had that Should I Wear a Towel code. Then they had this shit
magic,
like magic.
That magic, boy.
That shit like magic. What?
Yeah, that was a great time, man. I was in Mississippi at the time when that came out.
Yeah.
And when I got wind of it, man, boy, it made me feel like I was at home.
Yeah, man. It's good times, man.
It was great times, man.
Well, we appreciate you coming out here and blessing us with the interview.
I appreciate y'all.
Man. I really appreciate the storytelling, man.
Oh, for sure.
It's full circle.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never thought at 18 years old, 19 years old, I'd be sitting here at 45 interviewing one of my closest friends that's been all around the world, Grammy nominated, Grammy award winning. And we able to sit here and talk about our kids and what we got going on for the future. And more blessings to you with the ganja.
Oh, the cranja. Ism cakes too. My desserts coming back to Whole Foods.
You had the ism cakes.
Multiple
I remember
restaurants
that.
throughout the city. Ism cakes coming soon.
You also had your bottled water too.
Oh, Evolve coming back soon as well. Church. yeah, we ain't playing.
Get to that bag either way it go.
Oh yeah.
On time.
Man, you want to say something to the people, man? What you got coming up before we get out of here?
Oh, so man, I just dropped a new record with the likes of the great Jay Ivy. It's called Who Am I?
Another Grammy winner.
Yeah, we did it with Purple Box, and man, it's been sensational. It's on our Instagrams and on TikTok. It'll be on DSPs in a minute. You know what I'm saying? What else do we got? New records, man. I got records with my man Coach Chris, one of the dopest producers out the city. I got new stuff with Andy C coming. My man Zoe mixed it. My man XL, my homie Quincy, my cousin Gaggy, like a lot of producers from the city of Chicago. I got some new shit coming with Shine House. the producer for London Drugs.
Yeah.
I got some shit coming with Ethica, like the clothing brand Ethica. We did a project together.
Okay.
It's a lot of new music on the horizon, man, and shit, I'm just feeling good. I got live instrumentation by Bravo, man, and his band. They really cold too.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got a new record with BJ finna come out. It's a lot.
Yeah, you got a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna definitely see you in these streets.
Yes, sir.
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? We had a quick recap. Chose a few. You don't owe me nothing. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Primo Rice, great fucking show.
Tore that shit down.
Tore that shit the fuck down.
Yeah, ain't no question.
Last night, we was at Keeper Fest. Shout out to Larry, his legend, his brother King.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
It was crazy.
Oh yeah, we had a good time.
It was a good. You know what the thing about Keeper Fest is going on its 5th year.
Yeah.
Every year it gets bigger and better.
I would have loved to have been there. I was at the Simeon Extravaganza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my high school. You know what I'm saying? I was right
But-
there.
Second best
When I
school on
tell you-
Vincennes.
But when I tell you the musical guests he had on the show,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It was getting down out
That's
there.
dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Avery
Nigga-
Johnson did his thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jujilla came out there.
Yeah,
You know what
shout
I'm
out
saying?
to
Did his
Jujilla.
thing.
That's cold,
Yeah,
man.
How you say?
Panamera P.
Panamera P.
Church on the Move, man. All three of those sound like some outstanding gentlemen, man.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
they are.
For sure.
Hey, Rell, where the people can follow you at, man?
Rell the producer 914 on Instagram. 914 Media Group also on Instagram.
Hey, man, I'm your boy L Boogie, man. Class of 1979. Thank y'all for liking and sharing. Shout out to my brother GLC, the Ism, coming through, showing us love. Man, like, share, comment, share the shit, talk about the shit. Highly most underrated podcast. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I'll holler at you, man. Peace.
Peace.
Is